Today's menu is the place that you can change the formatting before you print it. On the right-hand side of the screen is the way it's going to look when you print it. And on the left-hand side of the screen are things that you can do to manipulate the right-hand side. The first thing you'll want to do is go look at the templates. And we have 12 different templates to look at that just give different formatting. And the goal is just to pick one that you think would be closest to what might be what you want to do. Maybe I want to go look at number 11, which is a single page landscape with categories. Anytime you change a template, it'll ask you if you want to save it or proceed anyway. These are already saved, so you don't need to save them. So we'll go ahead and proceed, and it'll switch the template to something different there. So perhaps that one might be good, or maybe number 4, which just does a single page and no categories. And the one that I had started off with was this number 1. Once you have it like you want, again, you can just leave it and not change it at all. But on the left-hand side, these items here are elements that you can change, or settings that you can change that will affect the right-hand side. So menu printout, when I click on it, this just opens and closes. And when they open, these are the things that you can manipulate the document as a whole, and you can play with these as you need to. An example of that might be I want to play with the logo, and maybe I want to make it a lot bigger so I can zoom, and I'm going to put 140% or whatever number you want to do here, and you'll see that it makes it much bigger. Or maybe, I did 40%, made it much smaller. Or I could also do some padding. Maybe I want more space below it on the bottom, and I can change this to, let's do 10, and you'll see that it'll space it bigger. And space between the logo and the community name. So again, this just goes on and off. Maybe I don't even want to show the logo, and I don't want to show the community name. It removes those elements. If I'm not sure what it's going to change, I like to put a border around it. Now these little buttons right here, these arrows, expand and contract. And there's just more information that you can manipulate. But maybe I'm going to do breakfast here, and I'm not sure what it's going to change on the right hand side, so I'd like to put a border around it. So I can see that anything I change now in here will be there on the right hand side. If I want to change the course, well, let's leave the course there, but let's do 2 columns. You can see how I changed that. I can make it bold, I can change the margin and underline it and so on. And then I just usually turn that border off because I know what it's going to do, and then I can turn breakfast off. You notice that in lunch here and breakfast they have labels, and maybe I'm saying, again, I'm not sure what label it's going to change for lunch. I'm going to put a border around it, so it's going to do that, and again I can manipulate it as I choose to. I can change the color and so on and so forth, and you'll see it change there, and then I can change that. Now if you ever get to a point like here, I'm going to turn that off. If it has a sub-label, I'm going, wow, I don't have any idea what a sub-label is. Again, I'm going to turn the border on. And if you don't see a border around anything, it just means you don't have a sub-label at this point, not to worry about it. So that's how you can manipulate it. Just play around. Here's nutritional icons, for example. Maybe I want to turn these ones on, and so on. And then I can make that doesn't expand anymore. Now when I get it like I want, and I want to save it, there's a little pencil icon here, and I'm just going to call this my favorite, and save it. And it's one of my templates now. So I can go to this template right here, switch it, and go, oh, I really want to go back to my favorite because I had just done it, and click on that, and proceed anyway, and it'll pull in that favorite one that I did. If I decided I didn't like that template and I want to get rid of it, I can click on the pencil icon again. Here's my favorite. I can change the name, or I can just delete it.